In Unit 3, we'll be covering propane tanks and fire in the wildland-urban interface.
Oh my gosh!
Let's discuss what we learned from the previous video. There were no injuries to firefighters or the public. The tank impacted by a house fire and immediately identified by the local fire department and responding wildland firefighters. The tank was already starting to show signs of BLEVE. What would you do if you responded to this scenario? BLEVE stands for boiling, liquid, expanding, vapor, explosion. This can happen to any size of propane tank. The following are some hazard identifications to consider. Use good situational awareness. Assume that every propane tank is still full and treat them with caution. Once the hazard is identified, make sure everyone is aware. Look for any signs that the tank has been impacted by fire while maintaining a safe distance. The following is a list of items to consider when assessing a fire containing propane tanks. Are any propane tanks impacted by the fire? If a propane tank is impacted, what stage is the fire currently? Incident responses within wildland-urban interface. Incidents response to trailers or long-term encampments. Dark or off-colored smoke. Hissing noises or any kind of large flames. Remember, if you see something, say something. This goes for any personnel on the incident. If you consider it to be unsafe, it is. Consider the location of propane tank and its exposure to the fire. Maintain a safe distance away if necessary. No different than any other firefighting hazard. Maintain good situational awareness at all times. The following information can be found on page 55 of your IRPG. It is a guide to help with hazmat isolation distances. Consider the following hazard mitigation. If the fire does involve propane tanks, consider some of the following other options. Indirect tactics. Use of spring water or foam only. Notification to the DO or the dispatch and explanation of situation. Request for specialized resources. Requests for tactical officer or AFMO to respond to the incident. Consider enforcing a safety or avoidance zone around the propane tanks. Remember, all smoke is hazardous. Stay in fresh air and upwind as much as possible. The IRPG lists a safe distance away from a BLEVE as 1/2 mile, and a safe distance away from a minor event is 150 feet. Relate your mitigations to incident objective number 1, firefighter and public safety. In closing, remember, if a propane tank is involved in a fire, keep your distance. Even a 20-pound standard barbecue tank can create a large explosion. Propane tanks are designed to vent when superheated to prevent BLEVE. Structure firefighters have specific training to handle this. We do not. Treat any propane tank impacted by fire on an incident with caution. Make the hazard known to all personnel on the incident, and remember that firefighter and public safety are always objective number 1.